I got my start in bartending when I went and lived in the UK for a year and needed a little bit of extra coin so I could travel around Europe. So when I wasn't working during the day, I'd work in a pub being paid about £4 an hour to pull pints. My name's Simon McGorham, the Booze Braggart. I'm a bartender, bar tour host and writer here in Sydney. I'm definitely a Kiwi, so after I finished work in the UK, moved back to New Zealand to study and started doing a bit more bartending in Auckland. And got so good pouring beer that I got flown to Belgium to compete in the World Draft Masters comp, which I won in 2002. So I've got a world title. Unfortunately, it's a pouring beer. And now I don't pour beer, I make cocktails. But look, it was a really worthwhile experience. And from there I started taking bartending a little bit more seriously and also took out some really cool accolades in Auckland in the Lewisham Awards and the NZ Bartender Mag Bartender of the Year in 2006, which was great. So I took 2.5 years hiatus from bartending to edit Australian Bartender magazine, and now I've also developed a career being a freelance writer for Fairfax with the Sydney Morning Herald, and also Box magazine, and still doing writing for Bartender magazine. So my latest business venture is bar tours, and we help people discover Australia's best bars and drinks by taking them to hidden bars, the new small bars, showing them the new developing scene here in Sydney.
Hello, welcome to Grasshopper in Temperance Lane, Sydney CBD. It's one of these new small bars. It's been open for 2.5 years. We specialise in French food, cocktails and 80s music.
We really try and engage our punters by introducing them to the managers and bartenders, giving them that rock star treatment that bartenders get when they go into a bar where they know the guy behind the bar. They're creating cocktails just for you for that tour. You really kind of get the inside word on what's happening in the bar scene. A punter can expect, if they come on one of our tours, to get a really unique experience. It's something that they wouldn't be able to get if they went out by themselves. So Friday and Saturday nights I can be found behind the bar at Gardell's Bar, which is above Porteño restaurant in Surrey Hills. It's a wicked Argentinian restaurant with lots of slow-cooked meats on the asador and parrilla. It's yeah, awesome joint, fun to work in. So welcome to Gardell's Bar. This is where I apply my trade when I'm not running bar tours or writing about bars and drinks. And today I'm going to make you a drink called the Improved Japanese Cocktail. It actually came about from a bar I used to work in called Bayswater Brasserie. So about 45 mils of the Remy Martin VSOP, and then with the Midori we only need about 20 mils. And then we're just going to balance that with a little bit of this 1883 ginger syrup. Probably just need about a bar spoon of that. Should be lovely. Using a bit of the Bitter Truth Jerry Thomas owned decanter bitters, just 2 dashes of that. Then we're going to ice that up. And you drink. It comes out quite a crazy khaki colour. And the reason why this works as well is that cognac, unlike Scotch, which is quite dry, you end up with those kind of caramelised fruits. You get a lot of kind of spice and citrus from cognacs like Remy Martin, so it works perfectly in combination with something like Midori. And we're just going to finish that with a little bit of grapefruit zest. You can peel the garnish straight over the drink and get a bit of extra oil on top of the drink. I'm going to keep it nice and rustic, not going to trim down the zest. Rub it around the rim of the glass, drop it in, and there you have it. An improved Japanese cocktail. Alright, so the next drink we're going to make you is called a Hebridean Sling. It's quite an unusual combination of Islay whiskey, so nice smoky peaty whiskey, green chartreuse, which is really nice and herbal, passion fruit, lemon juice and fresh mint. Ends up creating quite a surprisingly fresh cocktail. To start off with, we're going to juice some fresh lemon juice. I'm going to add 20 ml of that to our little shaker here. We're going to add some passion fruit syrup. Just going to add our green chartreuse, about 15 ml of that. We'll add a really nice fresh herbal note. And our Islay whiskey. We've gone for the Bemore Legend. The reason why we're doing that is it's got a nice kind of peaty smokiness and iodine sort of flavours coming through. We're going to add 45 ml of this. And we're also going to just chuck in there a handful of fresh mint. And we're going to ice up our glassware and our shaker. Going to give it a good tap and a good shake. Of course, just going to double strain that to get rid of all the little bits of mint so people don't get that stuck in their teeth. And just top it with a little splash of soda, bit of fresh mint, give it a slap just to release those minty aromas. And just a wedge of lemon. Nice and simple, fresh, summery whiskey drink. The Hebridean-Sling. So I've had some really great successes and accolades over the years, but you know, when I started out, my mum was probably a little bit dubious about me being in this industry. But you know, I keep all the clippings for her, and she sees my articles online, and has been really supportive. In fact, over the years, the road ahead for me, I'd really like to continue with my bartending and writing, which I'm really enjoying. But I'd like to take bar tours national. And we've got our eyes set on Melbourne in the not too distant future.